welcome back. This is still the AM show, and we're going into a very interesting conversation. So millions of leaders have participated in the past, and this year, more than 600,000 leaders worldwide have already registered for Live2Lead. Samuel K. Ayim, Executive Director, Center for Transformational Leadership Africa, joins me for a conversation on Live2Lead. Really exciting stuff.
Thank you, Anima. Happy to be here.
Okay, so let's start from the top. So for somebody who's watching, who's never experienced Live2Lead or knows anything about it, what is it?
All right, Live2Lead is a John C. Maxwell event. Actually, when you mentioned John C. Maxwell,
everybody has a book.
In leadership circles.
Everybody has a book.
And this is probably the highest of all his events every year. Happens in October in Atlanta, in person and virtual. And CTL Africa, the Center for Transformational Leadership, and Goldfields have in the last 5 years hosted it in a simulcast form in Ghana. So it's a leadership development program where John C. Maxwell himself will be there to speak, and he himself picks 3, 4, 5 other top-class executives, leaders to come and share ideas, leadership ideas, new thinking, ways of doing things. So every year, if you're part of Live2Lead, you're going to have new ideas, new methods, new tools to be able to uplift your leadership and lift your game as a leader. Yeah.
Awesome. This year's theme is making a difference, leaving a legacy.
Absolutely.
Do you know what went into the picking of that theme?
Yes, and for us in this part of the world, it's very relevant. A lot of businesses start, a lot of organizations start, a lot of churches start, and they don't last. A lot of leaders do well. When they leave, things go down. Yeah. And some people actually get, happy that when I left, everything went down. Everything depends on me, but that's not leadership. True leadership is tested by succession. So this theme is to emphasize the need to build to last, so that organizations, leaders would understand that whatever they're doing today is good, but what they leave behind, what others come to enjoy, is more important. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of discussions around how you build to last. John himself will talk about the processes, and other speakers will talk about other aspects. So it's very important. In Africa, we can count on our fingers how many companies have lived beyond 50 years, 100 years. They don't exist. Yeah. After the founder, everything goes down. So making a difference is very important, and leaving a legacy for success.
It's almost like a continuation, isn't it? Exactly. Making a difference. Because if you make a difference and then when you're gone, it's done, then it was almost like a temporary difference. Absolutely. Right.
And true leaders don't look at now.
They look at
solving today's problems, but they're solving it to last, so that successive generations can come and look back and say, oh, this is what was done.
Okay, so we here in Ghana, obviously, we're not going to Atlanta. No. So we will be joining the conference virtually.
Yes.
What are the modalities? How does that work?
In the first 3 years, until last year, we actually hosted it here in person. Okay. But since last year, because of COVID, we moved to a virtual platform. And actually, interestingly, last year when we moved to virtual, we had more people participating because, of course, so
easy access.
There is a personalized portal for each participant. The platform is called Leader Pass, and it's very high resolution. Once you enter into it, it's just like your studio. You would have all the speakers as if they are with you in person. Okay. And you would then be able to access the different programs. In fact, even today, if you register now, there are a lot of bonus videos from John and other previous events which are loaded in the portal. And the other interesting thing about the virtual platform is that after the event on the 8th of October, you would have access to that portal for 4 days.
Okay.
So all the action is kept for 4 days.
Okay.
So if you miss something,
you can go back and listen to
it. So,
that sounds
so
good.
from everywhere you can register.
Okay.
Everywhere in the world you can register. Just go on our website, ctl-africa.com, and register. Or if you contact us, we will help you. And then you'll be able to participate from now.
Okay. You mentioned CTL, so I'll come and talk to you about them in a minute. Yeah. But you also mentioned that John would usually pick maybe 4 or 5 other speakers, you know, to join him. Do we know who those speakers are
yes,
for the year?
we do. We do know. We have Valerie Barton, for example.
Okay.
She's a great lady. She's reputed to be the coach's coach. Okay. She's the CEO of the Coaching and Positive Psychology Institute.
Okay.
She's coached CEOs, leaders across the world. She's one of the people who is going to address the conference. We have Lima, who is also another lady who developed a brand in cosmetics.
Okay.
Nobody estimated her. She moved to become the brand to become the #1 in America. Okay. Sold it for $1 billion to L'Oreal, and for the first time in the 100-year history of L'Oreal, she was appointed the first woman CEO.
Interesting. Wow.
So she's amazing.
You create a brand to compete with L'Oreal.
Yes.
That brand does so well that L'Oreal buys it, and then L'Oreal buys you too and makes
make her the CEO.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Wow.
Jeff Henderson.
Okay.
I mean, Forbes recently published that he's among the top 20 speakers you shouldn't miss.
Okay.
Okay. And then in Ghana, we have our own Edward Ifa.
Okay.
We're talking building to last.
Okay.
So every year when we do, we bring in a local speaker.
Okay.
So that we can share our own perspectives.
Okay.
So we chose Edward Ifa, who is the founder of Fidelity Bank. Actually, the most successful, disciplined, indigenous bank built by a local. And he was the founder of Fidelity. And he's going to tell us the story and share his lessons about how to build to last. You know, a lot of the CEOs, founders want to keep till they die.
Of course.
He left, and now he's just the chairman, and others are continuing. He's also the chairman of Unilever, and he will tell us these stories about how to build to last.
To last. Awesome. So anyone can attend?
Anyone. Anybody who is a leader. And for us in the Center for Transformation, everybody leads. No matter where you are, you're a leader. But this is very high level. So we recommend CEOs, executives, middle to senior level people to attend. In fact, Goldfields, who has been supporting us for the past 4 years, have chosen Live2Lead as one of their continued development programs for their senior leaders. Okay. So every year, last year we had 70 of their people. This year they are all coming. Every year they are there. Other institutions, EcoBank has always been there. This year UBA has registered about 90 of their people already. APSA last year were 70 people, and they're coming this year. Okay. So several leaders, corporate executive, church leaders, and anybody, even students who are interested in leading anything, leadership. Entrepreneurs are all invited. Right. And we make provision for students also. Interesting.
So you talk about CTL
Africa.
And CTL is the local body overseeing this, right?
Yes.
So who are CTL, and you know, what are some of the other things that CTL does?
All right. CTL Africa, my name is Samuel Ayum, and I'm a lawyer by profession. I worked for EcoBank for about 20 years, left 5 years ago as the Group General Counsel. And having gone through the continent with all this we did with EcoBank, I saw, and everybody in Africa knows, the urgent need for more leaders. No organization complains that I have too many leaders. Everybody.
Of course.
And everywhere. And I saw these young people who are yearning to do things and could. So we decided to use the rest of our lives to set up this center to train, bring awareness to leadership. Okay. So I got certified by John C. Maxwell, and we have the rights to train people on John's material and other leadership issues, and we bring other events. We do training on our site in Nigeria, Ghana, and we do training online. Every Saturday we have a leadership platform where, you know, we do free leadership ideas. We bring other leaders on board. We do training for young people, for corporate executives, for companies, off-site strategy thinking, and so forth. So this is what we've been doing for the last for 5 years.
Okay.
And we're getting some traction.
Yeah.
We need a lot of support.
A lot more.
A lot more support.
I mean, you talk about in partnership with Goldfields
Yes.
this year for the Live2Lead.
Yes.
So you have people who support, you have like, supporters and companies that you work with that help to fulfill the vision?
Yes. Well, in the past, we've had a few companies, but our greatest support has been Goldfields.
Okay.
And the last 4 years, every year they've been partnering with us. And what they do for us is to help us also with the publicity and things. And more importantly, they always sponsor tickets for young leaders. And that's the area we need a lot of support from other companies. Just give us a few tickets that we can give to students and young leaders who are eager to learn. They are the future, but they don't have the resources to participate. So that's the area. So Goldfields has been very, very helpful to us.
Okay.
Other organizations like EcoBank, the way they've helped is to participate. APSA, UBA, Village of Hope, very, very interestingly, it's an orphanage, a school, and this thing. They have every year brought all their students.
Wow.
And this year they're actually asking for us to rebroadcast Live2Lead to all their 4 centers so that every child in their school, Village of Hope, is able to understand what others are doing and thinking.
Wow.
So that is how the support we've had so far from others, and we need more.
Of course, of course. If you're listening to us, and this sounds good to you, definitely get in touch. Let's push. It's a good agenda to push. But before you go, how much is it to get into the conference?
And I tell people, for executives like you, is the money you used to eat wache in the morning. It's 500 Ghana cedis, or $79. You can register from everywhere.
Okay.
You go on our website, cta-africa.com, and then you can register online, or you can call us 054 0708 433, and we will help you through the process if you're having a challenge. And you can pay by mobile money, bank transfer, or any other means very easily. You don't have to move. You don't have
Stay put and do it.
Exactly.
Well, it sounds really good. And like you said, it's open to everyone. Well, ideally top-level leaders or people who are looking to go into leadership positions.
Exactly.
So if you're listening to us and you're interested, it's www.ctl-africa.com. Okay.
Yes.
So register. Definitely worth your money.
Yes, Mama V was participated last year. You can ask her; she will share her experience.
She had a good time. Well, maybe we'll join as well this year.
Yes, why not? Why not?
Okay, and thank you so much. It's on the 8th.
Yes, it's on the 8th of October.
Okay.
So we have barely a week to go. But as I said, if you miss the 8th, you have 4 days. So you just say, oh, 8 is too tight. I don't have something. You have all the action on the 9th, on the 10th, on the 11th. Okay? 4 days. 8, 9, 10,
8, 9,
11.
10, 11. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that you can. And we also have a rebroadcast option. So for example, you have your team that you want to share this with.
And then
we can come to your organization and we use it as training.
Okay.
We present those things and we share, we discuss with your team, and we share how you're going to practicalize some of those things for your teams. So that is also available.
It sounds really good. Thank you so much, Mr. Yim, for joining us this morning. Really grateful for your time.
Thank you. Thanks, JoyNews, for the time also.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're going to move on and talk about Habitat Fair. The 3rd mini clinic is coming up this weekend. And of course, you can expect so much at the West Hills Mall. But Israel will be back to tell you more about that after this.